We will begin our practice today. Welcome to yoga today. If you happen to be watching this and it's a recording on YouTube, share, subscribe, like, share it with the world, whoever you think, or just whoever you think it might benefit. Yeah. Okay. So, but we're hello with all you that are live today too, and we're gonna just remind ourselves about circulation. So we'll do a practice, and pretty much all of yoga, all the asanas are to get our blood flow going, our circulation going, our metabolism moving and the body moving. That's why it's so beneficial for us to regularly practice. As the commitment is the heart of transformation, right? Anything that we want to change, and sometimes the change, even if it's negative, if we decide to change it, it can be a little disruptive. It can feel like even worse sometimes before it gets better. But because we want to hold on to our habits, again, whether it's functional or not functional, whether they're good for us or they're not good for us, we want to hold on, right? But when we make the decision that we can commit that we want to transform from that, then stick with the process, make that commitment. That's the heart of transforming out of those negative habits. Okay, so let's shake, 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 shake the body, move around. So nice to see all of you on this Friday, 1st of August, right? August 1st. Here comes August. Yeah. And time just goes by. Yeah. And relax, move the shoulders around. All right. So breathing completely helps with transformation of any kind. We're feeling lethargic. We do functional breathing that can transform how we feel mentally and physically. So we're going to do some deep breathing and some effervescent breathing to start our practice today. Yeah. So sometimes it's helpful to feel the breath, right? And so we want number one, first thing is posture, right? So I want everybody to slump. And I know I've done this before. Just slump, like relax, maybe how you would maybe sit if you're not thinking about it. And then close your eyes and take a big breath in and breathe out. And try to relax the belly as you breathe in, feel the belly relax and puff up and breathe out. Good. And now I want you to just press into your feet and lift your heart and feel the spine gently grow tall. Nice posture. Good. And relax. So we're not overstretching. We're just, shoulders are back. Maybe even slide your hands up your lap a little bit. Yeah. And now take a breath in and feel the belly rise and breathe out. And notice if there's any difference. Good. And then gently flutter the eyes open. So you probably notice the difference. If you're slumped forward, we're restricting our breath, right? If you just sit with a nice posture with your shoulders back, and we have an epidemic in this world basically of kytosis, which is the rounding forward of our shoulders because of all the tech that we are using day in and day out. So we want to remind ourselves, shoulders just gently back and down. And that, by definition, gives us good posture. Good. All right, we're going to bring our hands now onto our waist. So the hands will be flat, not onto the hips, but parallel to the floor. Thumbs on the hip bones. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can just have your hands on your lap. This helps us to feel as we breathe in the expansion and as we breathe out the contraction. So we're going to do that 3 different movements with our hands. Let's just take a couple breaths here. So get nice and relaxed. You can have a soft gaze. Good. And then take just a cleansing breath in through your nose and breathe out through your nose. And now breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2. All right, so you can feel as you breathe in, you can feel actually your hands widening, the side ribs widening. And as you breathe out, you can feel them relaxing. So we're going to have our hands here for stage 1. We're going to just lift them up for a few breaths with thumbs underneath the armpits. Again, the hands are not down on your chest. They're parallel to the floor. If it's uncomfortable, just keep your hands on your lap. And then stage 3 will be here, and I'll guide you through all of that. All right. So we're going to do about 4 breaths in each stage. And I just want you to notice the expansion and the contraction, right, as we breathe. So let's begin. Let's do a couple more here. And now let's close our eyes. Yeah, so we're in this stage 1 of this pranayama breathing. Good. Hands parallel to the floor, shoulders relaxed. Good. And then take a breath in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Slowly breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Now do a couple more at your own pace. If the 4, 4, 6 is too much, you can do 3, 3, 5. Just breathe in fully. Notice the expansion. Hold as long as you can. And then let the breath go and feel the belly relax back, right? The rib cage close up. And do a couple more, nice and slow. Noticing the filling up of the whole core of your body with air, with oxygen. And then on the exhale, the next exhale breath, when you get to the bottom of the breath, relax your hands onto your lap with your palms up. You can keep your eyes closed and just come to your couple natural breaths. Relax the shoulders, relax the arms, let the tension just release there. Good. And now we'll go into that stage 2 with our arms, if it's comfortable. Lifting your elbows up, bringing your thumbs underneath your armpits, resting your pointer finger onto your chest, hands parallel to the floor, fingers not touching your chest. Yeah, just your pointer finger. Relax the shoulders. Good. And we'll take a big breath in and just breathe out, cleansing breath. And now breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Feel that chest expand. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And breathe out, 2, 3. Notice the fingers getting closer together. 6. Hold. Continue at your own pace, breathing in and feeling the chest expand. Fingers widen. Hold the breath. Let the prana energy swirl around. And then breathe out and feel the chest, the lungs relax. Fingers get closer. Yeah. Do a couple more at your own pace. Just oxygenating our body, filling up the lungs with oxygen. And then when we're exhaling, we're releasing the toxic air. Yeah. Continue on. One more. And then the next time that you exhale fully, again, relax your hands, just float your hands down onto your lap with the palms up. Fingers relaxed, shoulders relaxed. Just feel the natural breath. And you may start feeling your natural breath now is slower, maybe deeper, just naturally. Yeah, and that's the transformation. Good. And now we're going to move into stage 3, final stage of this deep breath, right? So float your hands forward with your palms up, and then bring your fingertips to your shoulders. You can open your eyes if you need to watch. Your elbows are forward now. And then start to lift your elbows up towards the sky and walk your fingers down your shoulder blades. And then just place your hands, your palms and fingers on your shoulder blades with your elbows up towards the sky. And then arms are right next to your head. Yeah, as much as possible. Good. Let's take a cleansing breath in and let it go. And now breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2. Continue at your own pace. Just however much you can. Yeah. Try to take the strain. Yeah. If your elbows, if you're straining your elbows, you can bring them forward a little bit to just relax. Yeah. And this is opening up the whole chest cavity, right? Sides of your lungs, rib cage. It's filling your lungs, holding the breath as the prana energy swirls around, and then releasing the stale air, squeezing it out by extending the exhale breath. Just do 2 more. Nice and slow. Smile on the face. And on your next exhale breath, at the bottom of the breath, let the elbows float forward. Just come out just the way you came in. Elbows float all the way down. And then release your hands off your shoulders. Bring your hands onto your lap, palms up. Come to your natural breath. Just notice the breath. Notice how you feel, the effects of the breath, if any. Good. And then when you feel ready and complete, just gently flutter your eyes open. Yeah. So that's training, right? Transformation, training ourselves to be aware of our breath. And, in our classes, we do all different kinds of breathing. But if you can just remember breathing in, letting the belly puff up and relax, not over exaggerating, holding, let the prana energy that breath brings in swirl around, and then breathe out. That helps with anxiety, depression, illness, disease, all of that stuff. Yeah. Good. So good for us. All right, let's shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your body, shake your legs, shake off any tension that we decide to hold. We always, again, we decide to hold this stuff. We decide to keep our habits because they feel comfortable. Whatever we've been doing, whatever relationship we've had, it's as maybe difficult as it is or toxic it is for us, it's something that's familiar, so that we tend to then hold that, but it's not serving us, right? So making that decision to break up with it and say, thanks very much. I don't think I need you anymore. I'm going to move forward. And then we can start to fill ourselves up with thoughts that we like, with, this music that we like, with breath that's beautiful for us, with thoughts that are positive, feeling blessed, right? If you were in class on Tuesday, feeling blessed, feeling blessed. Yeah, it's all good stuff. All right, let's scoot forward into our chairs. Let's bring our hands into our palms together and start to rub our palms together, creating some energy and blood flow in our fingers, arms. Yeah, good. I'll put on some music for you. Keep rubbing, start, getting that heat going in between your palms, and then pause and separate your hands just slightly. And notice if you feel any tingling in your fingers. And that's the blood flow, that's the energy flow, right? So that's why it's important to move our body, right? So we get that energy going. Now let's bring our palms back together and raise our elbows up. And so palms are about chest height. Let's gently press into our palms and then release. And press into our palms and release. And now with our arms and our hands here, we're going to start to press the left hand into the right and slide the hands over towards the right shoulder. Yeah. And then slowly bring them back to center. And then press your left hand into the right hand into the left and slide them over to the left shoulder or towards the left shoulder. And release. Good. Now relax, keep your hands here, but relax your shoulders, relax your palms. We're going to take the right arm and reach it forward and out. We're going to lift the left elbow up even with the shoulder and reach that left elbow back, like a bow and arrow almost. And then we're going to turn our head and look over towards that left elbow. So we're opening up the chest, opening up the lymphatic system underneath our arms, opening up the neck. And then relax the head, bring the head back forward, start to bring the right hands back towards the left. Good. And then again, lift the elbows up if we lost that. And we're going to take the left arm, just gently reach it out to the side. Flatten the right fingers, right elbow in line with the shoulder. Start to reach the right elbow back. And then look back towards the right elbow. And feel that expansion in the chest, the shoulders. Again, never overextending, just to make this feel like a nice stretch. Good. And then as you exhale, bring the head back forward. Start to bring the left hand back forward. Good. Bring your hands together, relax your elbows, interlace your hands, and just move your hands as they're interlaced, stretching the fingers, stretching the tops of the hands, the wrists, nice and gently, especially with all the yard work that we're doing, because it's summertime maybe. Yeah, and then flop the fingers around, just flop, 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 flop. Good. Okay, relax the arms down. And now with all that work, it might feel nice to reach your arms straight back. Yeah, like an airplane. Lift the chest and look up. And find a few nice, long, slow, deep breaths in and out of the nose. Relaxing the belly as you breathe in and contracting the belly as you breathe out. Reach your arms back just a little bit more on the next inhale. And exhale, relax everything. Let the arms float straight down. Good. And relax the shoulders. Good. And now we're going to just roll the shoulders and make fists with your hands and roll your fists and your shoulders at the same time. Just loosening up, stretching the ligaments, the tendons, right? The joints, moving joints around, getting the synovial fluid, just bathing all the little joints in your hands. And then bring your fingers and open and close. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, good. And again, moving the joints around just sweetly, nicely, it doesn't have to be, crazy, crazy. So our hands do so much. Good. Okay. So we're going to reach our arms forward, lift the fingers up, spread your fingers wide, and rotate out and down, and then out and down. Yeah. Good. And then relax your hands down. Bring your hands onto your lap. Take a nice big breath in. Find your posture. As you exhale, just drop your chin to your chest. Keep your shoulders reaching back gently. Good. You can close your eyes here. A few neck rotations to open up our upper body. Inhale, roll your head over to the right and up. And exhale over to the other side and down. And just enjoy 3 slow circles in this direction. Closing your eyes helps you to go inside and feel how your neck is feeling today. When we have our eyes open, we get distracted. So we're not really paying attention to really how we're feeling. Next time the head comes forward, pause, and then reverse, go the opposite direction. Yeah, sometimes in each day, asking yourself, closing your eyes and saying, how do you feel today? Yeah, how does your body feel? How does your mind feel today? And we have the power in us always to say, this is what I'm going to decide to feel today, and see how that goes. Next time the head comes forward, pause. Wiggle your toes, press down into your feet, and slowly bring your head back up. Good. Yeah, and relax the legs. Good. Just to open up the hips a little bit. Yeah, I guarantee you, if you ask yourself that question, how do I want to feel today? Will the answer ever be really crummy? I want to feel really bad. No, I want to feel good. I want to feel joy. I want to feel happiness. I'm going to just decide to do that and see how it goes. Let's take a nice big breath in. As we exhale, hinge forward at your hips. Let's bring our elbows onto our thighs, and let's just gently guide our thighs open. Mine are tight. This feels good. Yeah. So pushing into your legs. Yeah, opening up the hips. Breathing. Good. 2 and 1. Good. And now bringing your hands back to your thighs, pressing down into your thighs, slowly bring the body back up. Good. And then we're gonna heel toe, this left foot straight forward. We're gonna take the right foot out a little bit more. Good. All right. Relax the arms down. On an inhale breath, we're gonna find our seated warrior 2. So stretch your fingers out to either side. Slowly turn and look over that right middle finger. And find your breath. Yeah. Nice, long, slow, deep breath. Just deep breaths. You know, we continue to oxygenate the body, oxygenate the muscles, right? The blood in the muscle that goes to the muscles to oxygenate them. Deep breath. Good. And now on an exhale breath, relax the body, let the arms flow down. Good. Bring your hands onto your thighs. Slowly turn your head back forward. We're going to bring our right hand onto our left thigh. Relax the left arm out, down. Inhale, reach that left arm out and up. Take a nice big breath in. Hold on to your thigh. Exhale, reach up and lean over. Keep that left arm right in line with the ear. Feel free to turn and look slightly underneath the left arm. That gets the shoulder in good alignment here, and breathe into that left side now. Expansion. Good. Now bringing the head back forward, press into your feet. Inhale, reach the arm back up. And as you exhale, turn slightly and drop the left arm slightly back and down, looking towards the left arm. Yeah. And then inhale, lift that left arm back up. Bring the body, the head back forward. And exhale, reach up and lean over again. Maybe just a little bit more. Good. And then inhale, slowly come back up. And exhale with a nice relaxed left arm. Feel the temperature of the air on your skin as the arm just gently floats down. Good. Nice and slow, right? Yeah, good. And then roll out the shoulders. Bring your hands back to your thighs. And now heel, toe, that left leg, right leg next to the left foot. Good. And let's do that on the other side. So we'll take the left leg out now and find our seated warrior two on this side. So nice tall spine, feet planted on the floor. Good. And float the arms into a T, nice and gracefully. Take a breath in and exhale. Look over that left finger now. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths here. Smile on the face, just enjoying this moment. Decide, I'm going to put my body so that I'm not struggling. I'm going to breathe deeply. I'm going to smile. And I'm going to enjoy this expansion. Good. One more breath. Exhale, relax the shoulders. On your next exhale breath, let the hands float down. Good. And then turn the gaze back forward. Good. All right, now bringing the left hand onto the right thigh, right arm down, turn the palm out. Gentle, tall spine. Inhale, press into your feet to reach that right arm out and up. Good. Take a nice big breath in, stretch up. And then exhale, hold on to that right thigh as you reach up and over towards the left. Again, you can gently turn your head towards that left, underneath that right arm rather, and breathe here. Notice the difference on either side. Notice if this side feels a little more open or a little more stuck, stagnant. Maybe, maybe not. Good. Release the head forward, press down into your feet, slowly reach the body back up. But take a breath in, and as you exhale, turn slightly to the right and drop the right arm slightly back and down. Yeah, turn the head to the right. And then press into your feet. Inhale, reach the right arm up as your body comes back forward. Good. Take a breath in and exhale, reach up and lean over again. Maybe a little further, holding onto that thigh for leverage. Belly's gently tucking in. If there's any kind of discomfort in your low back, tuck your belly in more or come up a little bit. Good. And then inhale, slowly come back up, and exhale, let that arm float down. Again, feel the temperature of the air on your hand, on your arm if you have short sleeves. And release. Relax. Bring your hands onto your lap. Toe heel or heel toe your foot back next to the other. Good. And shake it out. Just shake out your body nice and gently. Just move your shoulders side to side. Yeah. Relaxing the spine, relaxing the back. Good. And we'll make our way to standing. So heels back just slightly. Again, spine is going to stay straight as we stand up, straight as possible. Yeah, we're going to hinge forward. We're going to bring our awareness to the heels in our feet. And we're going to press down into your heels and slowly bring your body back up to a stand. Yeah, good. And let's take a little walk to the back of your chair. You can slide your chair off to the side. Yeah, and just move a little bit. Yes, we've been sitting for a little bit. So just move the body, move the hips, roll the shoulders. Yeah, just pay attention to where the stiffness might be, right? The little quirks in the body. Yeah, and be okay with that. Good. All right, we're gonna come to a nice mountain pose. So palms forward. You can just remember that one thing, right? When we're sitting, palms up on our lap if we're not doing something, right? If we're standing, palms forward. And that rotates, bring your palms in and out, right? That rotates your arm all the way up to your shoulder out. And that helps your shoulders be in good alignment. That, yes, good, nice mountain pose. All right. We're gonna lift and lower the heels so we can come up on our heels and drop. What we want is soft knees here. If you have your chair handy and you feel like you need to hold on to something, feel free to do that. But we're gonna lift and then just drop our heels. So start slow. Again, if you have any kind of spine issues, a severe osteoporotic spine, just want to do this gently, right? And if you want to go for a little bit more of a drop, do that. Yeah. So lifting and lowering. Head is straight ahead. We're not looking down here. The weight of the head would add too much tension on the spine. Yeah. Good. And you can go slow. Good. You can maybe go a little quicker, heel up and down. Again, keep the head back so it's not weighing forward, and keep your knees soft. And just find that little vibration going up and down your muscles and your bones, right? Your lower leg bones and your upper leg bones. Yeah, good. And this is strengthening calves, strengthening thighs. Yeah, a couple more. And then relax. Good. And shake out one foot, shake out the other. Do that a couple times. Shake off the tension, loosen up the legs. Good. All right. And then coming to a little bit wider stance for our side to side. So feet about hip distance apart. Maybe you go a little wider today, right? Maybe you try that and see how that feels. Yeah, inhale to one side and exhale out the mouth. Ha. Inhale through the nose. Ha. Exhale out the mouth. Ha. 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 And one more. Ha. And come back to center. Good. All right. Staying in this stance, if that feels comfortable for you, we're going to inhale and reach our arms out and up. The palms are facing each other. Good. Nice tall spine, looking straight ahead. Take a breath in, and on an exhale breath, just lean over to the right. And then press into your feet, your toes to come up, and slowly lean over to the left. Again, just do this. Your tummy's tucked in, and lean over to the right. And come up and lean over to the left. Good. And this time we're going to come up and lean over to the right and pause there. And then just let the right arm slowly drop down. Bring the palm to the outside of the leg. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, reach up, press into the outside of your left foot to reach over to the right. And again, feel free to just turn your head underneath that left arm and breathe. Good. Don't go too far. As if it's uncomfortable, you've gone too far. And then bring the head forward if you turned it. Press into your toes to come up and exhale that left arm down. Good. And let's just take a break here. Roll out the shoulders. And then let's reach both arms up again. One more time. Take a breath in. This time as you exhale, lean to the left. And now let the left arm float down to that thigh. Good. Take a breath in again. Exhale, press into the outside of the right foot to stretch over to the left. Feel free to turn the head a little bit or keep it straight and breathe. 2 and 1. Inhale, slowly come back up and exhale, let that left or right arm float down. Good. Yeah, good expansion here. Bring your feet back to hip distance apart and shake, shake, shake it out. Good job. Okay. Let's do a little forward fold here. Just a tiny bit to wherever your body is comfortable, wherever you want to take it. So inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Big breath in, maybe look up slightly, maybe even lean back slightly. As you exhale, start to send your hips back, soften your knees, let the arms slowly float down and either land on your thighs to start. Good. Maybe they go down to your shins. Maybe they hang. Maybe your head is looking down, or you can drop the crown of your head down. All different options for you to play with and decide what feels better for you today. And breathe. Yeah. Nice, long, slow, deep breath. Good. One more breath. Good. Now, bringing your hands onto your legs somewhere. Start to walk your hands up your legs. We're coming out of our forward fold, one vertebrae at a time. Head's last thing to come up. Good. And then slowly bring the body back up. Head up and come into your mountain pose. Palms forward, kneecaps engage. Breathe. Yes. Good. All right. We're going to come into a standing warrior two now. So we're going to come a little bit wider apart with the legs. Good. Then we're going to lift the right toes up, pivot on your heel, and drop. So again, experiment with the width of your legs. The right heel in line with the middle of the left foot, right? And so just take some time to get your stance so that where you feel nice and grounded. Good. And then keeping that right thigh pushing back a little bit to soften the right knee. Good. And if you're leaning towards the right, we want to bring the shoulders in line with the hips. Reach your left arm back, reach your right arm opposite. Good. And then turn and look over that right middle finger and find your breath here. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths in this powerful pose, right? Find relaxation in the challenge. Feel the shoulders relax with your exhale breath. Smile on the face. Yes, pointing to my peace sign. Good. On the next exhale breath, relax your left arm down. Let the hand float down onto the side. Flip your right palm up. Keep your legs where they are. Keep your right knee where it is. On an inhale breath, reach the right arm out and up for peaceful warrior. You can look up slightly. If you want to, gently land your right hand onto your head, the back of your skull. That's an option. Lifting the right elbow up and breathe. Peaceful warrior. That's what we need to fill our globe as peaceful warriors. And we're that. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale, slowly let the right arm float down. You can watch the hand as it descends. Good. Relax the shoulders. Slowly turn your head back forward. Press down into your right foot to straighten the right knee. Keep a soft bend though. Lift the right toes up. Slowly pivot the foot forward. Let's take a little break. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Your feet back to hip distance apart. Shake it out. Good. And wiggle out the hips. Good. And let's make our way to our warrior on the other side. So wide stance. So all these poses, these asanas are literally stretching and strengthening almost every part of our body. Yeah, we're gonna lift the left toes up, pivot on the heel, drop. Again, take some time to situate your legs here to where you feel nice and grounded. Yeah, good. And then we're going to, as we're reaching that left thigh back, just soften the left knee right above the heel. Reach the right arm back, left arm out, opposite. Take a breath in. As you exhale, turn and look over that front middle left finger now. And find your breath. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Stretching to either side. So we're stretching on the inhale and we're relaxing on the exhale breath. Maybe the hips sink down a little bit more. And on your next exhale breath, just relax your right hand onto your thigh. Flip your left palm up. On an inhale breath, keep your left knee bent. Reach the left arm out and up, just to where it's comfortable. If it's available, you can bend the left elbow and just gently land your fingers onto your head, wherever they went, and lift the left elbow up a little higher, if there's room, space. And breathe, opening up that left lung. Yes, strengthening the legs, the toes, the glutes, right? Stretching and opening the lungs. Yeah. On an inhale breath now, float your left arm back up. Exhale, slowly float that left arm. Let it slowly float, 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 float down. Good. And relax the shoulders. And slowly turn your head back forward. Press down into your left toes to straighten the knee, but a little tiny bend still. And then just gently lift the toes up slightly. Pivot them in slightly. And either heel toe, or step your feet back to a distance apart. Find your mountain pose. Shoulders gently back and down, palms forward, kneecaps lift, chin back slightly. Nice posture, nice tall spine. Yes, open. Yes, this is a pose that just opens us up to all possibilities, right? There's so many possibilities for us. Yeah, gives us strength to investigate what we want to have. Yes, and relax, shake it out. Okay. All right. So we're going to come into a little bit wider stance. We're going to bring our hands onto our lap. We're going to soften our knees. And let's do a figure 8 with our hips. Good. So belly forward to the side and back. Belly forward to the other side and back. Let's do one more of those. Belly forward. Just picturing that figure 8. Good. And I'll come back to center. Good. And now let's just do some circles with our hips. So knees are soft, right? Nice and soft. And we're just rotating our hips in a circle. Good. And then reverse and go the opposite direction. A circle. Good. And come back to center. Good. Relax your hands down. One more time, heel toe or step your feet back to hip distance apart. Shake it out. Shake out the arms, shake out the legs. Good. All right. Coming into a little bit of a back bend here. I'm going to slide our hands back. Interlace your hands behind your back. Good. Start to stretch. Reach your fingers down. You can bring your hands into Kali Mudra, which is point your fingers down. Kali Mudra just sends that energy to our body, our self, our soul, our spirit, to just let go of all the thoughts and the feelings and the things we hold on to in our life that just don't feel joy. We don't feel joy having them. Yeah, good. So take another breath in, exhale, see if you can reach your fingers down a little closer, lift the chin. Just by simply looking up and opening our heart. That's where we open ourselves up to all the immense possibilities on this earth on this globe that are available to us. We just have to say yes. Yes. I want different. Yeah. And on an exhale breath, relax. Slowly unlace your hands. All right, we're gonna come just before we sit down, we're gonna do our tree pose. Little balance challenge here, yeah. So finding, making sure that you have something to hold on to begin with. Yeah, good. Finding your nice tall spine. And just gently shifting the weight to the inside leg. Doesn't matter which side you're on. We're just shifting the weight to the inside leg. Good. Now here we want to engage, squeezing the glutes, and then lift your heel up on the outside leg. So about 90% of the weight now is on the inside leg. We want the kneecap engaged and this glute engaged. So we have a nice strong pillar to hold us up. And then if it's available, turn your knee out to the side. Bring the bottom of your foot to the inside of your ankle, the inside of your shin if you want a little more challenge. Sometimes inside of your upper thigh, if that's in your practice. Lift the spine, lift the heart. Yeah, find your balance. So a little bit of wobble is good. That means you're challenging yourself a little bit. Yeah, good practice. It's available to you. Let's bring our hands into that prayer position and fan your elbows out. Yeah. And let's see in this pose if we can slide the hands over to the right shoulder and slide them back to center and slide them out to the left shoulder and slide them back to center. Good. And either remaining here, or if it's available to you, reach your arms up towards the sky. Nice, big, beautiful tree. Maybe lift your palms up, drop your fingers. Bellies in and up. And gaze can stay forward, staring at a drishti spot, a little gaze of a spot that's not moving. Or maybe you lift your gaze to where the ceiling meets the wall. And breathe. And again, that little bit of wobble is good. If you topple out, that means you challenged yourself. Good for you. And just come back in. 2 more breaths here. You got it. Stretching, opening. Just tell yourself, I've got this. I've got it. I'm strong. I can do this. And now dropping your gaze back forward if you lifted it. Slowly bringing your palms back together over your head. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Good. And then release your arms down. And then slowly bring your knee back forward or release your leg. Slowly come onto both legs. And there you are. You did it. Good job. All right. And then either moving over to the other side. Yeah, if you want to have your chair handy, you can slide over to the other side. And we'll try this side, see if there's any difference. Good. So just finding your just tall posture, right? Kneecaps lifted, shoulders back and down, chest lifted. Yeah, so strong, so stable, so beautiful. Yes, good. And then simply shifting the weight to the inside leg. Squeeze that kneecap, squeeze the glute, lifting your right heel up or the outside heel up now. Good. Noticing the weight shift fully, almost 90% into that standing leg. Turning the knee out, bringing the bottom of the foot to the inside of your ankle. Notice this side. The side for me, I'm feeling a little more wobbly. Yeah. Bringing your foot to where you were on the other side if that's available to you. Yeah, either ankle, shin, or thigh. Good. And then again, bringing our hands slowly into prayer position, lifting the elbows. See if we can slide the hands over to the left shoulder and slide them back to center. Just pressing your palms together gently. That'll help your balance. Sliding the hands over to the right towards the right shoulder and bringing them back to center. And if it's available to you, relax the hands and reach them up towards the sky. Lift the belly in and up. Good. Notice this side. Again, options are to just stare at a spot that's not moving in front of you somewhere. Maybe lift the gaze up to where the ceiling meets the wall. Just options. And then talk to yourself. I've got this. I'm strong. I've got it. I've got it. I can do this. Good. And then when you're ready, release your gaze back forward. Slowly bring your palms back together above your head. Slowly bring your hands down to your heart. Release your hands down. Release your leg. Bring the knee back forward. Bring your weight to both legs now. And relax. You did it. Such beautiful trees you are. Trees are really pretty right now. So green, so full. Yeah. Shake it out, wiggle it out. And let's make our way to our seats. Nice work up there, everybody. Yeah. All right. So let's take a nice big breath in. Then as you exhale, send your hips back, send them back. Yes. Weight on the heels. Pause halfway through. Yes. Then take a breath in and exhale. Find maybe hold on to the front of the seat and just land your hips onto your seat nice and gracefully. Good. Now let's sit forward in our seat. Rock our legs in little butterfly. Yeah, good. And then one more time, we're gonna just, for our hip opener today, we'll just reach our legs out. Maybe they feel like they can go a little wider now, maybe not. Good, take a nice big breath in. Chest is lifted. Exhale, hinge forward. So you're keeping your gaze up, you're pressing your belly and your chest forward. Bring one hand onto one thigh and the other hand onto the other thigh. Good. And see if you can press your legs out a little bit wider. Maybe you even heel toe them out a little wider if that's available. Maybe not. And then just look down, or you can drop your head. Let's get some circulation to the brain, that blood flow, all that oxygenated blood into the brain. Good. All right, and when you're feeling ready and complete here, slide one hand onto your thigh, the other hand onto your thigh, press down into your thigh, slowly bring your body back up and just pat your thighs. Good job. Good job, you people, you thighs. Good. Heel toe, your feet back to all the way back to squeezing together. Good. And squeeze your legs together. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release. Good. Feel feet back to hip distance apart. And let us get ready for final relaxation, Shavasana. So sitting back into your chair. Back is rested, feet planted on the floor. If you have laying down Shavasana in your practice, palms up on your lap, close your eyes. Good. And so this Shavasana is what regulates the blood flow now. Coming into relaxation. Regulating the blood flow through the whole body. Good. Bring a smile to your face. Let's take a nice breath in. Pause the breath at the top for as long as is comfortable for you. Yeah. And then relax. Good. And then one more nice big breath in. Pause the breath at the top. Pause, hold, and release. And now relax the whole body. Gentle smile on the face. Enjoying this total relaxation. And feel the shoulders relax. And feel the heart soften. Feel the belly relaxed. And the thighs. The lower legs. The arms. The hands. And fingers. Whole body's relaxed. For the next minute, let go of all of your efforts. Feel the heart regulating. Feel the central nervous system calming down, relaxing. And to allow yourself just feel joy. Feel free to remain here for as long as you would like. Should you choose to come back now in this space, and take a breath in with a smile, and breathe out with a smile. Begin to wiggle toes and fingers. Maybe it feels good to just sway the body side to side. Slowly bringing movement back into the body, but remaining relaxed. Bringing yourself back to stillness. Float your hands into Anjali Mudra, prayer position, and rest your thumbs onto your heart. Take a nice big breath in, feel the belly rise, the heart fill. And as you exhale, relax the forehead forward towards your fingertips. Relax your shoulders. And we'll close our practice today with this. Move ahead in life, feeling you are blessed. Whenever we feel blessed, more comes. Abundance starts from within and then manifests on the outside. When you're feeling ready and complete, slowly begin to flutter the eyes open as you lift your head. And I thank you all for coming and taking care of yourself on this beautiful day. Have an amazing, blessed rest of your day. Namaste.